Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Real Speak. In this episode, we have invited Mr. James Waghorn, who is a marketing representative from Talent International Institute, which is based in Christchurch. Welcome to Step Ahead, James, and welcome to India. Can you please tell us more about TII?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, thank you for hosting me, and a pleasure to be back in Chandigarh. First time in 9 years.
Right.
TII is a private training establishment in central Christchurch. We have very good location, close to many hospitality areas. We're a relatively small PTE, and we have been running programs since 2003. Recently, we have had a real momentum and interest in our New Zealand Diploma of Construction. So here in the north of India, I've seen a lot of interested students, and that is a very good program to look at for students coming from India. It is a level 6 diploma program. It is on the New Zealand Green List. So after completing 2 years of study, students get a 2-year open work permit. Christchurch is a fantastic position at the moment in terms of construction in general. The rate of growth of construction is 8.4%, which is higher than the national average. So it's a fantastic time to think about coming to both Christchurch and looking at Diploma of Construction Management or Quantity Survey.
Right, great. Now, as you mentioned, the courses, can you please tell us a little bit more about the two main programs at your institute?
Absolutely. So within the Diploma of Construction Management, one stream is purely construction management. Students can also take quantity surveying. Across the 2 years of academic study, students in both streams will combine to take 12 courses together. And then quantity surveying students, for example, would focus more on estimation of buildings. The construction management students would focus purely on that, construction, working on the construction site, working with other construction-related areas, working with contractors to build the project. The quantity surveying students, upon completion, would then mainly be working in an office, getting the project ready, and then delivering it to the construction manager.
Right. What kind of background is required for both these courses?
We are very open in terms of looking at the academic background. Certainly students who have perhaps some background in construction management, even through family businesses, etc.
Right.
That can be helpful. But for the actual academic background, if students have maths, that will definitely help them in understanding some of the concepts. For quantity surveying, commerce students would be excellent as well.
Right.
Some of our current students who have done accounting have found quantity surveying a lot easier to pick up on. And that's one of the key things, because the concepts that are done within our qualifications are very practical.
Right. We get a lot of students who come with the arts background.
Yes.
They have not studied maths in year 12.
Yes.
Can they apply in these courses?
They can certainly make an application. We have an open mind in terms of application. One of the key steps is all students currently who have a conditional offer, they will have an interview with our construction management program leader.
Right.
And if that is successful, we will issue a full offer of place.
Right.
The program leader is looking for students who will work hard, have good communication, and are willing to try something new.
Right. What is the IELTS requirement or the English language requirement for entry into these programs?
Okay, so for entry, IELTS overall of 6, each band needs to be 5.5.
Right.
And we also accept the PTE equivalent as well.
And what is the PTE score which you accept?
52.
52 overall?
Yes.
Okay, right. What is the cost of these courses?
for each year of the construction diploma is 22,000 New Zealand dollars per year.
Right.
In the first year, we also offer up to a maximum of $3,000 in a scholarship for students.
Right. So is it possible to get a full $3,000 scholarship?
Yeah, again for IELTS, if the student has an overall score of 6.5,
Right.
they're very likely to get the full $3,000 scholarship.
Great. Is there any accommodation facility at the campus?
We do not have a hostel, but we have a very close network with the current students, and often they find very good recommendations for new students who are coming, and it's something they like to do. Again, I mentioned we're relatively small. That's an excellent plus for new students. Have a lot of interaction one-on-one with the tutor and the staff at the college themselves. So it's like a really nice small community.
Right. And how are these two programs delivered? What are the teaching style, and is it classroom based or?
It is classroom based, but we're very fortunate that the program leader, before becoming an academic staff member, ran his own construction company, so he has a lot of contacts within Christchurch. We offer a number of work site visits, so students are practically able to see how construction and quantity surveying works in Christchurch. Those network connections are very, very important. Also, one of the key aspects, the college itself has connections through our parent company to significant construction companies that are doing a number of big projects in Christchurch.
Right. There was a earthquake in Christchurch in 2011, and it was a major one. A lot of buildings got destroyed. A lot of construction companies are having big projects, like you just mentioned in the training about the new stadium which is coming up. Some 5-star hotels coming up. So how does that affect the employability of students who pass out from TII?
Yeah, again, that's one of the, as I mentioned, one of the opportunities in Christchurch. The rate of growth of construction is higher, is 8.4%.
Right.
Students are able to, upon successful completion, some of the main projects, significant ones that are run by the government, big contract companies, but also there's a lot of residential. New homes are built in Christchurch. So we see a number of people coming down from the North Island where the population is higher. So many opportunities, both in the bigger projects in the central city and also in the outskirts. Our construction-related company, for example, they are building a huge new townhouse complex. So the qualifications give you the skills, particularly to look at small, medium, or large buildings. So students have to be ready to go into any type of role.
Right. There are some students in India who have done Bachelor of Technology in Civil Engineering, and sometimes they struggle to find a job in India, and their next move is to go abroad for a master's in construction management. And they do go to some universities in New Zealand for that, which is very expensive as compared to our program at TII. So James, can they get admission in an undergraduate level program that you offer at TII, and do you think it's possible for them to get a visa from immigration?
Look, we have the attitude that anything is possible. We will certainly prepare a detailed cover letter for these students and explain to the visa officer that the nature of the education and within the construction industry area, the materials are different, the building code is different, the health and safety standards are very different. So the student, while having a background, would be learning about industry in New Zealand in that context. So, we can certainly try.
Right.
Nothing is ever guaranteed, but we can certainly try.
This program is in Green List. So how does that help students after they graduate?
Well, currently for programs on the Green List, that means upon successful completion, students will be offered a 2-year post-study work visa.
Right. So basically, they can stay back for 2 years in New Zealand
Yes.
and maybe use this pre-approved work visa to find a job with one of the construction companies that is operating from Christchurch.
Absolutely, yeah. And
Great.
when students ask about those opportunities within our program, there is a compulsory field experience course from 136 to 160 hours maximum.
Right.
That is a fantastic opportunity for students to really impress the company. Even if they do not get full-time work after they've finished, a very good reference is something that they will need for their future.
Right.
Yeah, that's a really important difference. That highlights the practical nature of the qualification.
Right. So this field experience, it takes place in the first year or towards the end of their...
Towards the end of the second academic year.
Right.
So as the students are getting closer towards graduation.
So do they find it themselves, or the institute will arrange it for them?
Institution for that field experience, it is compulsory for us to find and place them.
Right.
Yeah.
So that is a good opportunity for them to, be working with the New Zealand-based employer.
100%.
That can later help them maybe get a full-time work opportunity after they graduate.
Yes,
Great.
absolutely.
And how's Christchurch as a city? What can a student expect from Christchurch?
As you mentioned, 14 years ago, there was a significant event. There was an earthquake. Central City has been completely rebuilt. And since that time, Christchurch has become a much more multicultural city. Significant Indian population, significant Filipino population has come in. New Zealand companies are therefore more used to now working with global people, which is a very positive thing.
Right.
Significant Indian population has meant lots of Indian restaurants, lots of Indian supermarkets, and so students who are studying with us can work up to 20 hours per week.
Mm-hmm.
So once they have settled in the environment, that's a really good thing. Working in the New Zealand environment, even part-time, is a good thing.
Right.
Helps your communication skills, gets you used to the culture.
Right. And how easy is it to get a part-time job while they study? Do you recommend that?
Again, once students have begun and settled, it's a great way, because having work experience in New Zealand, long-term, when you're looking for a full-time job, that would be a positive for sure.
Right.
Yeah, you have to have a good positive attitude, present well at the interview, and always keep networking.
Right. Thank you very much, James, for this valuable piece of advice.
Pleasure.
That will surely help the students who are planning to come to New Zealand. Step Ahead has been promoting New Zealand for more than 15 years. If you want to apply for courses at Talent International Institute, you can visit our offices in Chandigarh and Ludhiana. You can also call us to get more details about the courses. There are only 2 courses at Talent International Institute, which are Construction Management and Quantity Surveying. Both the programs are of 2 years duration. Both are in green list. The fee structure after scholarship is around 19,000 New Zealand dollars. So please visit us if you want to know more about the courses at TII.